last piece of the tree.
Well, I'll tell you, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, but I do love putting together puzzles.
I love them when they're finished, when I can see the whole picture, and it feels good to complete a project.
I used to be a Girl Scout just like you.
Really?
Really. When I was a young girl, I was quite shy. I didn't have very many friends, and my school teacher suggested that I join the Girl Scouts. And I was in Troop 3626.
I'm in Troop 4000.
Really? When I joined the Girl Scouts, I made a whole bunch of new friends, and I did so many wonderful things, like camping and swimming.
Oh, I love camping and swimming. We go to camp every year.
And in doing arts and crafts, I did so many wonderful things in the Girl Scouts, things that I would never have done if it hadn't been for the Girl Scouts. The Girl Scouts taught me so much, but most importantly, they taught me self-confidence and how to be respectful. Is it different today?
Well, I'm into robotics.
Robotics? Do Girl Scouts build robots?
It's so cool.
I bet.
This year we competed in the Lone Star FLL Robotics Championship in the University of Houston.
Well, I guess it's not your grandmother's Girl Scouts anymore.
We designed, built, and programmed Lego Mindstorm robots to complete specific missions concerning the climate.
Girl Scouts are doing that?
Then we completed and presented a team research project on how the climate affects our community and created solutions based on the information we gathered.
That sounds so interesting. We didn't have opportunities like that when I was a girl.
The Girl Scouts gave us the opportunity to develop our full potential. We learned values, self-confidence, and leadership skills.
That's wonderful. But do you know who helps the Girl Scouts do all those fun things?
Who?
Our local United Way.
Our local United Way supports over 40 programs of local agencies. All fundraising and funding decisions are made right here in our community by volunteer members. Although you may have seen Girl Scouts out selling cookies to help raise money to fund programs, there is always a gap between needs and resources. That's why the United Way of Beaumont in North Jefferson County is so important. They fill in the gaps. Without the good works of the United Way, some agencies would have to close their doors, denying much needed services to our community.
Isn't that Damian Wilson, Marsha's son?
I believe so, but why is he out here alone?
Well, they've had some layoffs at Marsha's job and she's been having to work more overtime. I guess she couldn't get anybody to watch him.
I hope he doesn't fall in with a rough crowd.
You know, we need to talk to Marsha and see if we can help her get Damian into an after-school program.
Oh, you mean a program like the Salvation Army's Boys and Girls Club?
The Salvation Army? But I don't think they're homeless.
Of course not. The Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club offers services to children who are left alone with no supervision, like Damien. They're open every day, including weekends, and they also have an after-school program.
Well, that sounds just like what Damian needs in his life, some structured activities.
You know Jolene.
Yes, I do.
She has started to work some weekends since the divorce, and her 2 boys goes there. She said that the academic program improved her boys' grades and attitude.
That sounds expensive. How does Jolene afford it?
The Boys and Girls Club is for families who can't afford or don't have access to other community programs. The average membership is only about $5 or $10 a year.
Well, just about anybody can afford that.
Well, when you think about rising school dropout rates and children's obesity, we really need the Boys and Girls Club.
How so?
They provide solutions by inspiring children to do their homework, to play sports and physical activities, and to eat healthy.
It sounds like their programs are effective, but do they use their funding efficiently?
Well, they are a United Way agency.
The United Way is a really important factor in what we try and do. Of course, everything we do could not be accomplished without help and support from the community. That's very important in today's day and age, to make sure we're using the funds that we receive wisely and for the largest impact. And the United Way is fully supportive of us in that endeavor. They have instituted measures to help us to evaluate those programs and see which ones are really making an impact and which ones maybe need to be reorganized or done away with in favor of much more profitable programs. By providing real partnerships with their member agencies, the United Way of Beaumont and North Jefferson County really helps us build a better, stronger community, one that we can be proud of and proud to live in.
Bob, there's a problem. The boss needs to see you.
Great. Hey, boss, you want to see me?
Come on in, Bob. We need to talk.
So what's going on?
Well, there's been a lot of complaints about your work. We're continually having to redo it. Your mind's just not on your job. Are you having family problems?
I've been really tired lately. I haven't been sleeping well.
I think it's more than that. This has been escalating over the past few months. Come on in, Tim.
Bob, these were found in your locker.
What are you thinking? I can't have you drinking on the job.
But boss,
There are no buts, Bob. You're putting everything at risk. Your job, your retirement, and maybe even your marriage.
Bob, you've been a model employee for years. We're worried about you. What's going on?
I've been gambling a lot lately. The losses are getting bigger and bigger, and I've been drinking to try to forget.
Well, that explains a lot. We don't want to lose you, but you're gonna have to get help.
I think I better, but I don't even know where to find treatment. And I don't think I could afford it.
I think United Way agencies can help.
United Way?
The Southeast Texas Council on Alcohol and Drug Abuse is a United Way agency. They have a whole bunch of residential and outpatient treatment programs for adult and adolescent substance abuse problems.
Don't they offer family and group counseling? Where did I hear about them?
Remember when we were reviewing our health insurance options? We found that we could save money and increase our employee benefits by consolidating our counseling needs through United Way agencies.
In the Jefferson County area, there is a great need for residential and outpatient substance abuse and chemical dependency treatment. Your contribution to the United Way will not only enable your friends and neighbors to get the treatment they need, but will also help other programs of member agencies to continue providing essential services. Whether it's making sure the elderly have a high-quality, nutritious meal every day, or help for the countless victims of house fires, tornadoes, and hurricanes, the United Way makes sure that when you are in need, that there will be someone there to offer you a helping hand.
Look, we've almost finished the puzzle. All the pieces fit together perfectly.
You know, we're just like the United Way.
What do you mean?
Well, when friends and neighbors come together and help put back together the pieces of our community, it's like this puzzle. We're whole again, stronger, and better able to face any problems that come our way.
So that's why it's so important to give to the United Way. It makes our community a better place to live.